Hi, this is Wishbone 1138 with G Cubed, and you're watching episode 25, a quick instructional video on how to combine two ends of a paracord. So I had a question in my paracord handle video about how to combine two ends in somewhat of a seamless manner. So I thought I would show people how I do that. Basically, this is what it looks like. You've got one end of a paracord that kind of goes inside of the other, and then you just melt it a little bit to try to adhere the two together. So that's what you're going for. It's real popular if you're making like a multicolor lanyard of some kind and you need the two ends to stick together, but you don't want to make a knot because it'll make it too large or the knot won't look good. This is a method you can use in order to combine two of them together. So basically you want to start with two ends, obviously. Usually use a light and dark end to kind of give a contrast if you're going for that. And the idea is that you want to make kind of a small melted point on one end, and then you want to decore the other and then stick it inside and then melt the edges of the one that's over the top. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make a nice even end on this paracord. So you need a knife or scissors. Just cut that. And now, basically, again, you're using fire. I take no responsibility for anyone hurting themselves or burning themselves. Please be very careful. You will see me touch the melted area. I'm dabbing it very quickly so it doesn't burn me. I'm just trying to shape it. You may want to use gloves to do this because it does get very warm. So please don't burn yourselves. So kind of melt it down there. And again, like I said, I kind of dab it, trying to shape it into a smaller point, just so it will fit inside of the other paracord a little easier. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to decore the other paracord end just a little bit. So just enough to stick the other one in. Now, because there seems to be some elasticity in the paracord core, what you want to do is pull it out probably, I would say, 2 or 3 inches worth. So maybe 2 inches worth there. And then you want to cut that. And now what will happen is that the paracord core will kind of, after you cut it, will kind of sink back down inside, or you can pull it from the other end, but you can kind of feel it inside and give it a little bit of a push to get it to sink down a little bit. So basically what you want to do is you want to create a little hole for the other end of the paracord to go into. So now I'm going to take that, I'm going to find that there, and you want to stick that into the other end, and you'll kind of feel it go inside the paracord. And it kind of looks like that. And now what you want to do is kind of melt these ends here so you can get it to glue or adhere to the paracord that you just put to it. So I'm going to, again, be careful. You got to melt it here, just dabbing, trying to get it to stick to itself. Okay, that looks pretty good. You can see how it turned out there. And it gives you a pretty strong bond. Obviously it's not going to hold 550 pounds like 550-pound paracord will, but it'll be strong enough for a lanyard or some kind of other small project. Like I said, really the whole purpose is just to kind of get those two ends together so you can do some kind of multicolor lanyard or knot. So that's pretty much how I do it. That's how I combine two ends of a paracord. This is Wishbone 1138 with G Cubed, and thanks for watching.